All right. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. That is not what I want. All right. Summerslam, night 2. Had to represent the OTC tonight. I thought night 2 was better than night 1. I thought they were about the same. Very close going into the main event. To a degree, I still thought night 2 was better than night 1, even without the main event, potentially. So yeah. Very much enjoyed night 2 a little bit more than night 1, and I'm surprised about that. What's up, Yusa? Welcome to the stream. People should be following in here soon. So let me... Sorry for moving around. Let me get situated even better. I did not have this moved back like I wanted to. So... I can tell you one thing about wrestling. When it comes to moments, like moments of... Yeah, I am. Thanks. Hello, Chevy. Welcome to the stream. Very good. How are you doing? Hope everyone's doing great on this Sunday night. Hello, chillin'. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hey, that's alright. Sometimes that's all we can do is doing okay. When it comes to moments, been raining here. Yeah, it did not. I don't think it rained tonight here. I don't think so. I don't know. There's a lot of... I don't know if I have a favorite moment. Yeah, I'm okay. I've been watching since I was little. KO coming back is bigger than wrestling. Yeah, it is. It really is. It's not really about the wrestling aspect of it. It's about his health and how he has battled back from this and everything. No, Josh. Don't say sorry or anything like that. If anyone completely understands about that, it's legit me. I don't know if I don't know how this review is going to come off. I don't feel bad, but yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I'm doing okay. God, this cat's irritating me in the bedroom. I'm doing okay, but just a little concerning thing when I came up here before the stream and stuff. That's why it took a little bit longer with stuff. You are hungry? Why don't you get something to eat? Wrestling creates a lot of good memories, especially back in the day with WWF, WCW, and WECW. Yes. Some things are just better. Don't have to be wrestling wise. Kevin Owens is one of them. Yeah, it's good. It's just a concerning thing for me personally. For me. And everything. Just a little concerning thing. It's okay. I'll be alright. I just don't know how I'm going to come off in this review, so I hope it's not that bad. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yeah, good on deleting that message. Why we? Oh boy, my mood really going to change. My mood literally is about to change because I read that message. And what people don't know about me, I have a brother that is special needs and everything. And if you're literally trying to get a little shout out because of that, that's so wrong. Hi, hello. Stone Cold is the GOAT. He is considered one of the GOATs, that's for sure. Hello, Mia. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate y'all for coming in. If you could hit that like button, I do appreciate that. You don't have to subscribe, but if you feel like you want to, greatly appreciate it if you do. Thank you for all that. Almost is the GOAT. In eyes of one person, Yusuf. Shawn Michaels a GOAT. I think Shawn Michaels is the wrestling GOAT. In wrestling matches, I think Shawn could be considered a GOAT in that aspect. Overall, as a whole, he's probably up there, but I don't know if he's up there like others. Just my thoughts. We had the return of Kevin Owens tonight. And some things are greater than wrestling, like I've said. Kevin Owens has been out for over a year plus. And it's fantastic to see someone come back who is your GOAT, Ric Flair. Nah, I don't know if I really have a GOAT, technically. I think the greatest of all time conversation is just, it's very debatable. And one of these days, Felix and myself on the podcast will do that. One thing I do want to talk about is Josh left me two voice messages since he could not be on the review tonight, which is completely fine. Health over everything. Honestly, health and your livelihood, whatever it may be, is better than you don't have to barely try to make it onto. I'd rather someone watch and relax than have to talk and struggle because of that. So, Hornswoggle or Titus O'Neil. Oh my goodness. What's up, Justin? Yeah, I did a review for night 1. This is night 2. I haven't even gotten into the review, if I'm being honest, yet. But I do want to say this because Josh was going to try to be on the review, so I am going to say what he did tell me. Not word for word, because I can't pull it up right now since I'm on my phone, and it's really on my phone. He thoroughly enjoyed SummerSlam as a whole, and I think that's a very assumption for most everyone. Really big on the Gable Penta match, which I understand because I'll be talking about that later on. I thought this weekend was really good. I think a lot of us as wrestling fans complain about the build in these shows that we've gotten recently on Monday and Fridays. That is the biggest problem. If you watch wrestling for as long as I have, as long as Justin has, as long as anybody else has, like, we realize these shows on Monday and Friday are not as good as they could very well be. Hopefully that changes. We'll see. So he thought the show as a whole was pretty good, and he enjoyed the entire weekend. That's as much as I'm going to say. Because I don't know if I forgot one thing. Josh will come, if he's in the stream, he'll say it. I can't remember. But let's get on to it. Kevin Owens, Nick Aldis came out and said, I've added someone to the match, triple threat. Gunther comes in. Okay, that makes sense. They battled it out on night one. They shook each other's hands. He went on. Now, this was a very big and surprise. Kevin Owens returning. We had heard word that he was at Fanatics Fest. He had been training for the last week or so. Intensive training, I should say. And this is the first time we had seen him since March in the wrestling ring since March 1st of 2025 in that great matchup against Sami Zayn, unsanctioned match. Yes, Nick Aldis, I'm sorry. Josh did talk about Nick Aldis with coming out to Oasis. So I do apologize for that. That's one of the things I forgot. So we had Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Gunther, and Sami Zayn. Boy, Sami Zayn, we are just going to see another disgruntled, another moment of Sami Zayn. And they just continue doing this. You're back. I've been back. What are you talking about? Oba also going over Brock was a highlight. I do agree with that. I necessarily don't think it should have had a Hell in a Cell. I said that last night. I don't think it needed a Hell in a Cell. I think it could have been like an Extreme Rules match, no holds barred match, and it would have been perfectly fine. Well, brother, you might not have your notifications on. Sometimes the only way to see me live, you can have those notifications on. I don't talk about it like that because if I have 4 people, 3 people, 5 people, 0 people, 30 people on here, I'm just appreciative of whoever comes in here. So I don't really... But if you don't see me being live, then you probably don't have my notifications on. If you have my notifications on, you will most likely get every notification to a degree. YouTube isn't the best with that. Spoiler alert. So I was running late to my friend's house to watch this, so I did not get to watch most of this matchup. But we're getting Kevin Owens and CM Punk for the WWE Championship. I do not think Punk is going to lose. I think we're going to have Sami interfere in that match whenever that may be. So, I think we get Sami, KO, and Punk in a triple threat. I don't know when. I don't know when they're going to do that. I really don't. I don't think Kevin Owens is going to win that match. Punk should have a decent reign to probably Mania at least. Yeah, I saw a lot of people mention that. Punk and KO's promo a while back when Punk had just returned. I'm pretty sure Kevin said, I don't really care that you're back, or something like that. Something in the words of that. So I'm not going to have a grade for this match. Didn't get to watch it all the way. I know it was quicker than what it should have been, though. Bleacher Report graded it an A. I don't know what you guys thought about the match. Did it deserve an A? That seems very high. Match-wise, now the surprise, if they're adding the surprise with the match, then yeah, this is an A easily. But I think this is just for the match, in my opinion. Yeah, A feels too high. Next up, United States Championship match. Trick Williams defending against Baron Corbin. Now listen to this. This was the first time Baron Corbin was in action in WWE. And the last time he was teamed up with Apollo Crews and lost to Los Garza August 30th, 2024. Did anyone... Now, yeah, I know you're joking. Did anyone find this strange that the quote-quote babyface in a normal match set up a table on the outside? I'm thinking... what's going on here? A babyface setting up a table in a normal one-on-one regular match, not Extreme Rules or whatever. I'm thinking, fancy agree. Slim Jim needed their money. Oh, okay. I'm so glad we can have their advertisement on this show. So they had to go through a table. Someone had to go through a table. Now, if Lil Yachty's dumb self, and Lil Yachty's pretty smart, and he is the ultimate wrestling fan, just like most of us. If he was the one to set up the table for no complete reason, I would understand that because he's a quote-quote fan. Now, he's been with Trick, but I do like that. How long are we going to have this Lil Yachty and Trick thing? Like, it seems like it's going to just continue, which ain't a bad idea, because I do like Lil Yachty with Trick, but I don't know. Brock passes the torch to Oba. Yes, he did that last night. We are not going to talk about it tonight until the end and everything. But I was right on with this as well. I said Baron Corbin would beat Trick Williams, and he did. We have a new United States champion, and let's hope the furry title is gone. What happened to all the managers we used to have? We used to have a bunch of managers. That's why I think I like Lil Yachty, because he's a true wrestling fan and everything like that. When is Winter Slam? I don't know. I mean, don't give them no ideas. They'll call a pay-per-view Winter Slam, and it'll sound pretty stupid. Don't do that. Baron Corbin, Trick Williams gets a C+ grade. I would go with the C+. This is right on the money in my opinion. This is literally right on the money in my opinion. Interim WWE Women's title ladder match. I'm going to just do this right here. What'd I tell y'all? And I was so confident in saying this too. Chelsea Green. This is one I was so confident in saying that when Felix said Chelsea Green, I would like to see it, but I don't see him doing it. It's called an interim for a reason. They're going to say she was the WWE Women's Champion, but does it really count all the way? Does it feel like she is just the sole champion? No. It's not going to, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like them calling it official title reign because I don't feel like it is. Could they be reuniting for the Shield? Seth and Roman reunites? No, I don't see that. If you've seen any of these ladder matches, to me, this was solid. But it's not like it was like a very great ladder match. They definitely... There's some spots that was crazy, that was nice. One that was crazy was the Lash doing like a choke slam, spine buster type move to Tiffany onto the ladder. And I don't know if it hurt Tiffany for real or not, but the way she was screaming, I'm thinking, God, this is hurt my ears. But that was a nasty spot. Who can beat Oba? Can Roman? Can Cody? If anyone watched NXT, literally Ricky Saints beat Obafemi. Eventually, they have got to allow him to lose to some people. Danhousen can't. Yeah, I don't know. And you know what? Feels like Seth Rollins is retiring. Not yet. I do think he is near. I think WrestleMania 44, we could see the end of Seth. Javon defeating Oba someday. I think that could very well happen too. I think this. I think Javon is placed so well right now. And the crowd is with Javon. Javon is one of those type of people that they don't talk about as much as a Oba or a Braun Breaker, or that could like potentially main event. I'm not saying Javon's going to main event a WrestleMania, but you can't tell me one day he's going to be a world champion. I think he will be. I really think he can be easily. So, there was a funny spot here where I forget who it was that was beating down Chelsea, and she just stayed on the ladder, hanging on like she was hanging on with her legs and her foot just dangling upside down. And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we're about to see Chelsea win this, because she can't dangle like that forever and then somehow end up actually not winning. And she won. Very good. The crowd itself, very pleased with this. And I mean, this is just the definition of hard work. And this is a definition of a big 2 middle fingers Stone Cold to Michael P.S. Hayes, that said that she will never be in the same category as some of the women she had just defeated. And Chelsea said something on the post show about Michael P.S. Hayes. I love it. I love that. This was a B grade from him. I'd say it was a B minus, in my opinion. Nothing too great, but it wasn't bad at all. What's up, Jeremy? Welcome to the stream. If you guys haven't already, please hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. We got 6 likes. I do appreciate those likes. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, hey, go ahead and do that. Greatly appreciate it. Not needed, but if you want to, thank you. Everyone's favorite match. Human Money's on a pole. Danhousen versus one Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Everyone's favorite match, right? I will talk about that towards the end, which we are very close, semi-close to the end. So, I don't know if this was the same post from the same person grading both of these nights. So you're telling me that Danhousen and Dirty Dom's Human Money's on a pole match is just as good as Liv Morgan and Io Sky from last night? Excuse me. The grade was the same as Liv and Io. C+. This was a C-. I'm not going to give it a D. It is a C-. This match did not deserve to be on the SummerSlam card at all. We have people like Braun Breaker. We have Kamala Hayes. We haven't seen Dragunov in forever. I don't know what's going on there, if it's a visa issue or not. because I know some people have troubles. We haven't seen Stephanie, and who knows what's going on with that. She blacked out her social media supposedly. I'm like, oh damn. I mean, I know I'm missing other people, but Lyra, Lyra could have been on this show, something in some aspects. Like, this could have been Bayley's last match at a SummerSlam instead of Saturday night's main event, in my opinion. So many people, like, if it is Bayley's last match, but so many people that wasn't on the card that could have definitely been on the card, and this could have been way better. If you've seen one Danhousen match, you've almost seen them all. That's just my opinion on that. C+ is way too high. This was a C-. Alright, to the co-main event of this evening. Penta defending the IC Championship against Chad Gable, the hometown boy. I don't know what y'all thought about this match. I thought this was a very good match. He's over for me as a fair, like we have Dr. Doom. I don't know about that. I have not watched the new Spider-Man, so if anyone spoils it, I tell you right now, you will never be on this channel again. So, they give this a B grade of a match. I'll say B+. I'll say B+. I think it could have been better. I thought it was a very good effort with both of them. I think we could have gotten a few more minutes of this match too. But it was solid. It was solid. And it was the easiest slam dunk, home run, PK goal, touchdown. I mean, everything sports-wise. It was the easiest call to make Chad Gable win here. So, I'm just glad he did it and Chad Gable won like he should have. So, I mean, there was a crazy, was it Mexican Destroyer he did to the outside on the apron? There was a German suplex on the apron. Like, this match was really good. It could have, I think it could have had a few more minutes somehow, though. And I mostly think that Chad Gable didn't have to make him tap out. But if they're putting him as a Kurt Angle-esque type of wrestler and making him like that with the ankle lock, then I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. I do B+ for it. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Legit, that dog mascot for the root beer mug or whatever, I literally thought someone was going to attack Chad Gable. But no, we just have him pulling a Stone Cold with root beer. And I was like, oh, great. Advertisements. Don't you love it? Only Roman has kicked out of 7 F5s. He held that record still. Yeah, I mean, I think what Brock did... Roomba vacuum. I have no opinion on it. I think what Brock did to Oba and beat him in Italy, I think that's... People still complain about it, which is crazy to me. Like, he literally took so many F5s, this and that, and barely lost. The main event. Roman Reigns defending the World Championship against Seth Rollins. I think both of these men wanted a final chapter in the final story of the Shield. Because they know Jon Moxley / Dean Ambrose will not be in WWE in time for, like, when they get done with wrestling, most likely. which is a shame because I would have loved for just a Shield triple threat sometime. A guy can just wish. The symbolic of putting the Shield mask between them and fist bumping, saying, "Hey, that's our third member that couldn't be here tonight." Very good. I was like, dang, I'm getting too old for this. Like, I be like getting emotional for no reason sometimes. It feels like, but that's what wrestling does to me. So I'm trying to wonder this. I'm trying to understand this part. Wow. I'm trying to understand this part. Y'all remember weeks and weeks ago back when Jacob Fatu beat up that celebrity, Andre whatever, I can't remember his name, Andre something, that's in a Netflix movie with, I believe it's Cena he's in the movie with. And Roman told him, okay, yes, do another splash onto him. Yes, Eric Andre, yes. Y'all remember that and everything? That seems out of character to what he's been doing with his matches. He hasn't had the bloodline and doesn't want the bloodline to come out with his matches. The tribute that Seth had with the rebound clothesline and Dirty Deeds from Roman was excellent as a tribute to Dean because they know that Dean is not coming back to the company. Not before they get done, at least, with wrestling, most likely. That was a great tribute tonight. I thought when you ask for a true main event, we had Punk and Cody last night. It was a good match, but it didn't feel like that. Bam, that big time main event. Seth and Roman delivered tonight. Love that they mentioned Dean by name too on commentary. It's so dumb when they pretend he doesn't have a name. Yes, I love when they name drop Dean twice. I think 2 or 3 times in this match, and I'm glad they did. That's one thing I do enjoy about this Triple H and how he allows he don't do that. So because he wants to have Oba go over. He loves Oba family, baby. This was a great main event, man. I mean, this went back and forth, and the grade for this is an A+. Oh man. I don't know if it's an A+. I know it's an A for sure. I'm going to just tell you right now, watching back at it, I think Punk and Roman at Mania was still better than this. I believe. Now, I might have to watch both of the matches over towards the end of the year, but I would still have Punk and Roman as my match of the year so far, I believe. In WWE, at least. But this was a very good match. This was very good. Nothing to take away from it. I just, at the end of the year, I'm going to be comparing matches and rewatching them. So I have to, if I'm looking back at it, Punk and Roman's better to me. But, yeah. Very good. Roman retains at the end of this. I think most of us knew this was going to happen. So their MVPs of the show was Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Their overall grade for night 2 was a B plus. What did I give night 1? Did I give night 1 a B minus? I think I did. So I'm going to give night 2 a B plus. I am going to agree with Bleacher Report here. Night 2 was better than night 1, in my opinion. So I'm just going to say this. As a 2-night event, this is a thumbs up as a whole. I think it would have been a bigger thumbs up to a lot more people if the shows on Monday and Friday are better. I'm one of those fans that I just separate those shows and I have to see what they give us. So if you're not really following the build as much and you just watch it for the show, this was a really good show. But if you follow all the builds like we all do and the shows and everything, that's why some of these shows might not feel as good or better as it is. For me personally, I enjoyed it. So yeah, to me it feels like SmackDown is just going to be the better show. And I have the feeling if it's at Atlanta for Sunday night's main event or Money in the Bank, I think we're getting LA Knight and Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Or for the World Heavyweight Championship, excuse me. I think that's the match we're getting. I don't think they're going to have LA Knight and Money in the Bank again. And a dark horse to win Money in the Bank now, I think might be Mr. Trick Williams. Maybe that's why he lost tonight. You got to think about those things. We'll see. Excuse me. We shall see. But guys, I'm going to get off here. I think for an overall, this was a B show between the two shows because I had B minus and B plus. Solo Dolo taking it all. I think a B grade for both shows is good enough. So yeah. I got polls up on my Twitter at Tyler Keller Show. Minus the on here on YouTube. But on X, it's just Tyler Keller Show. I got a stream, or I got polls up. I think all of them except one is gone because I have one that's going to last a day. So if you haven't followed me there, follow me. Hopefully I see it. Sometimes I just don't see it. But I'm going to get off here. Hope you guys have a great one, great night and all that. And until next time, peace out, y'all.